Hey guys, this is Zero here. Today I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on score streaks, what should have been in and what shouldn't have been in, and the confusion of some of them and my concerns on it. Now, this is my first attempt at, I guess it's called like live capturing, where you talk and capture at the same time. So I'm experimenting on that, so give your opinions on that. Let's look at the score streak, shall we? Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is the Hellstorm missile and the lightning strike. I have no problems with them, but why are they side by side? I know they're both modified versions of the Predator missile and airstrike, so why are they side by side? Why isn't the Hellstorm missile like down here, like next to the Guardian or something? And the lightning strike is like right here in the middle with like one or two things between them. I mean, that just doesn't make sense to me. Why would you would put two score streaks that basically do almost the same thing but in different methods side by side? It just doesn't make sense to me. Another thing that doesn't make sense to me is the War Machine. Now, some people might say, why the War Machine? I mean, it's basically a grenade launcher, so why isn't it in the launchers? I mean, there's only, right now anyways, I'm not sure if they're going to continue with their DLC of giving players guns, but I don't know how that's going to work out. But why is the War Machine a score streak when traditionally they aren't? You know what I'm saying? It's like, why would you put a grenade launcher that you could easily put in the launcher category instead of score streaks? I don't understand that. Another thing that bugs me is, and if you've played this, you've already noticed it. You've already noticed two things that seem to be missing. If you've played the original Black Ops, you already know there are two things that are gone. The first one, and the one I liked personally, that helped me out a lot during that game, the SAM turret. I went back to Modern Warfare 2 to check. It's not in that one, so it had to have started in Black Ops, the first one. So why isn't it here? Where did it go? Did Treyarch scrap it, or couldn't they make a more futuristic version of a SAM turret? Now, some might say, oh, it's because of hardcore. I looked up hardcore. The definition on Wikipedia. The only reason this game is called hardcore is because it has a league play feature. By that definition, it's hardcore. That's it. That's the only thing that makes this game hardcore. I mean, it doesn't have the bare bones of the other Call of Duties like Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. But it has league play, so it's, hardcore by definition. Not by gaming, but by definition, since it has a league play feature. But anyways, back on topic. The thing that bugs me, and most people bugged, and I can't be the only one, is the fact that the airplane from the campaign isn't here. And I'm sure everyone, or at least almost everyone, has seen the surprise commercial where the jet comes up and the dude says, "Guess who brought a jet to a gunfight?" and then gets taken out by a hunter-killer drone. So, why is that not here? In the first Black Ops, you got to control the Hind, and it was awesome. I mean, anybody who's ever gotten the Hind, especially if you're if it's your first time and it's difficult for you to get the high kill streaks and you get the hind, it is like the feeling of you've just achieved something that took you like years to get. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of feeling. But it's not here. Further complicating the matters, and excuse me if there's ruffling, but why is Swarm at the last score streak? I mean, it's a modified version of a score streak. The hunter killer drone, it's got more hunter killer drones and it lasts more. So why is that the last kill streak? I mean, score streak. Pardon me, but why is it the last one? I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but I'm trying to understand why that's the last one. And furthermore, what really spooks me is the fact that both the SAM turret and the airplane / hind is gone, but what's still here can be... There's 3 of these score streaks are from Modern Warfare 3. The VTOL warship is a modified version of the Osprey gunner. The Lodestar is the Reaper, just with more flares and modified differently. You know, it looks different. That's it. It's got more flares and it looks different. And the thing that really kicks my ass, and it's like a slap to anyone that played the original Black Ops, the escort drone. I mean, I know this is futuristic, but in Modern Warfare 3 that didn't make sense. And in this one it doesn't make sense. Why would you have 2 helicopters in the same game that one follows you around and one kills the rest of the players? This one actually makes more sense than this one. And furthermore, why is escort drone in, but the airplane / hind isn't? I mean, if the SAM turret was the only one left out, I wouldn't have a problem. But why is the airplane / hind gone? And stuff from Modern Warfare 3 is here. I mean, there's innovation and stuff like that, but why is that gone? Why did Treyarch remove stuff that people who played Black Ops enjoy? I mean, people that played against players who had the hind, who could get it on a regular basis, you know, they hated them, but it was still that awe-inspiring look. You know, someone coming in with a hind. You know, it's just that feeling of, I'm playing that kind of caliber player, you know? But you don't get that feeling when you call in a swarm, because it's just swarm. It's like, oh great, he called in a swarm. You know, every amount of emotion is lost. So I don't get it. I don't get why you can have the Osprey gunner modified into a VTOL warship that a player can control, but you can't have an airplane that the player themselves can control, even though you showed it in a commercial. Why? I mean, that is the biggest problem I have with this game. It's more Modern Warfare 3 than it is Black Ops. That's the thing that bugs me. It's more Infinity Ward than it is Treyarch. And I know there's differences. I know this is different time periods, but when you have basically the same type of components just compressed down into a single selection, it really disturbs me. I mean, it really scares me. I've given you my opinions on the subject. I really have. And, you know, these are my opinions, and disagree or disagree, I think I've pulled up valid points. Leave in the comments what you think. Anyway, this is Zero. I'm signing.